Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis Colonel Failure, and this is Railway Empire coming to you from the France. I was told to call it the France in a comment like flipping out. Look at him go. He's off like a whippet. Anyway, yes, we're reconnecting to our French escapade, and we just saw the train heading out from Bordeaux to Bayonne, I think. Yes, Bordeaux Bayonne. that's nice. I love a good informative tooltip is a treasure to behold. Anyway, in today's escapade, such as it is, we will be investigating the various different objectives that we've been set and see if we can actually, accomplish something, maybe, of any kind at all. Right, you stick around. We'll get on with that in a moment. Now, before we get on with that, we're going to have a look at our competitors. No, that's personnel. Competitors, company, surely. Company. Yes, no. Company, yeah, yearly report. Competitors, thank you. Right, yes, before we do any of that, we're going to look at our... Oh, who am I kidding? We are currently worth 2 and a bit million. Beatrix von Pomp is worth 2.2. Don Lorenzo, 3 million. And Mark Seguin is worth 3.8. We are lagging behind just a smidge, but that's okay. We will catch up in due course. I want to buy... Oh, let's buy a lot this time round. I'm going to buy 100 grand's worth. It's only for another 5%. We'll buy another 5%.
It seems to me like you've got a little bit too much cash on your hands.
No, I got just enough cash on my hands, and I now own more of France Voyage, which is the name of her company. Eventually, we will own all of France Voyage, and that will be amazing. So there's a stock market. Why did I not know this before? Oh, right, okay, well, I tell you what we'll do is I'm going to buy some stock in raw materials. Buy 10 shares. No, let's buy... How much have I got left? 185? Oh, we'll buy 50 grand's worth.
Is the driving force behind innovation.
Shh. Right, we bought that at 1850 and change. And later on, we'll sell it, and it will probably be worth less than that. But let's see this as a savings account. Anyway, I've got 2 research points in the bank. We want the Dunham, which I could get by simply procuring the central shaft, which aids my ability to... Never mind. No, we're not going to do that, is what I was going to say. We're going to grab the cowcatcher for 300. Yes, please. And then we'll save up enough to get the Dunham as our next, because we've now got all of the prerequisites there. So that'll be good. Meanwhile, I've got to get a wriggle on, because these fools are getting ahead of me by a lot. So let's have a look at the task list. Connect 7 stations. Okay, we're not far off that. We've got 5 at the moment. Make Paris the city with the largest population. That'll happen or it won't. Is that... you see, we can only make it faster. Create a direct connection between Bordeaux and Rennes. Okay. With a max length of 789. I don't think we're going to be able to do that in one. Okay, right. Well, let's get up to 7 station connections then. So if we have a quick look round here, if we fling this round so it's oriented the way the world is, more or less. Right. Who's offering themselves up? Toulouse. And they want pork pies and not a lot else. Or we've got Perpignan over here, which is also... Yes, that's potential. We could do it's a long route. Anyone else? Well, Limoges to Clermont-Ferrand. That could float our boat there. Or from Poitiers... we could hit Tours while we still can, and I think that's the smart move. So let's get rolling on that. Right, buy me a station, please. And I think I probably spent more than I possibly should have here, but no matter. It'll all come out in the wash, I'm sure. Right, rotate you around this way somewhat. We'll stick it right there.
Why would anyone in their right mind build another station here?
Why? Because I'm beefcake, mate. I'm coming for you with me trains and whatnot. And we'll then swizzle out round the corner here. Right, okay, track plan. Well, the track plan's a simple one. We're going to go in try and keep the level of the track down. We've only got 90k for this, you know, Chief. You know, I'm going out on a limb and saying, you can't afford this. You're going to have to be back up a bit. Let's go again and keep it cheap. Right, okay. Because we are the railway network known for being completely inexpensive. Right, give me that. Now then, let's wiggle this back a bit. Now we did go there, which upped the tempo. Where's that bridge that it stuck in? We did something like that, and that really ramped the cost up. Whereas if we go around over here, 43, 42, 43 will do fine. And then go on to the next one. Over there, 56, pricey bit. No, don't want to do a pricey bit. I want to keep it cheap. Keep it on the spend as little money as possible. If we could snap alongside the track of our competitors, that would be good. But right now we're kind of playing Tron, or light cycles, I should say, and trying to block the eastward advance of our competitor here. Yeah, I know. See, you thought I was just doing this willy-nilly, but there is some method here. Well, there's something. All right, go on. We can get there. We're just going to have to be a little bit more judicious and cunning with our use of things. Now, of course, if I did build the bridges and all of this kind of ravine traversing malarkey that it's chucking at me, we could probably do this in a lot faster. But we can't afford that, so we're not going to. They are 95. Oh, go on, you can do it cheaper than that. Actually, you probably can't. So if I cancel that off for now, we let it roll, we wait 2 minutes, we'll have the cash. There you go. 95 is what we're waiting for, and once we've got that, we'll be able to stick it to Johnny Science or whoever it is that operates out of Tor at the moment. Or at least that's the aspiration, and that will be splendid. But it might be splendid. Now, when I say we're going to block his advance east, we're only going to block it a little bit. He could always go over the top, but it's just going to cost him a lot of money to do so. Ha 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 ha, and so forth. Right, you sit there. You come around up. That's it. Round the corner. 95 and a little bit of change. There we go. Done. I'll take it. Yep, purchase that. Can't afford to do anything with it right now, but that's a minor detail. We'll get to that in due course. We need to make sure that we've got an engine shed in Poitiers. I know it was constructed by me. What's it got? What has it got? Anything?
This technology is mine now.
Okay.
Thanks for your work.
Well, don't. That's just rude. The Scottish Italian man has dealt me a cruel mischief there somewhere. Expand station, I don't need to do. Construct maintenance buildings, 80,000. Well, I don't want to start deploying trains until we've got that organised. And what this basically means is I should be running more trains. I think you possibly came to that conclusion before I did, but there it is that we need to be running more trains because I'm not making enough money with sufficient frequency. The covered boxcar, yeah, I'm not even in the running for that. Okay, yeah, you see, it's injudicious investments in other buildings and properties and what have you that is costing me at the moment. Also, we've got a queue type situation as you head into Bayonne. Now, I wonder. Someone said that building a proper diamond crossing is. Oh, yeah, and there it is. Yep, thank you. Yeah, purchase. There you go. Diamond crossings viable. Now, how do you feel about maybe going into the unoccupied station there? I've heard people mention that going into unoccupied platforms is a thing that happens. What's this star business? Connection bonus. What's that? Some kind of apple farm, Rousseau Manor, and you're going to pay what? 100k. Well, I could probably snake a bridge over there for about 100 and a bit. Now, I haven't done an awful lot of hiring so far, and it would appear to be quite an important aspect of the game. So I should probably do that. Maximum speed increased by 5%. Okay. Recruitment cost of £1,000. Well, why wouldn't you? We've got 2 engineers and a security guard. What are you going to help me with, security guard? Anything? Prevents bandit attacks. We're in France. There are no bandits. There might be some bandits, but there are no bandits. However, the new applicant here, Audrey Young of the Crafty, is going to cost me 687 quid. So we'll hire her, and let's give her a job. Let's give her a job. I'll find a train and just bung her on it, I reckon. Bordeaux Bayonne 2. Oh, hello. Bourdon takes critical stance. Reporters of grievances. Yeah, Borders upon not having easy time of it. Everything. Someone's done the dirty.
Oh, bad press.
I wonder who it could
reads
possibly
the
be.
Papers these days, anyway.
No. I've got a suspicion who it could be. Right, let's tweak this train. Yeah, get tweaked, and let's put Audrey on that. There you go, orders. Go a bit faster. All right, make me some money. Don't break. I just put an engineer on that. You get your spanners out and a jar of WD-40, because obviously it's not in its proper dispenser at the current time, and sort that out. Right, I'm going back to the stock market because I might sell my stocks if they're up even slightly. Right, they were at 1,800 and some odd. Damn. Okay, right. Well, we might have to hang on until the price recovers on those. What are we searching for? Yeah, they've dropped like an absolute bomb. And if I'd looked at this beforehand, I would have observed that I was buying them at peak. What a berk. Okay, all right. Well, chose the wrong time to invest there, didn't we, Tiger? How much do you want the cash back? We don't. We'll wait. We'll play the long game with that one. What we want more than that is a new train. And what are you going to do with that new train? We're going to run it from flipping Poitiers up to Tours. And with a smidge of luck, something will happen. But what I will tell you, for very little at all, is you are making a complete pig's ear out of all of this. Because you should be making money hand over fist by this point. And yes, you're making quite a healthy income, but you're being absolutely rinsed by the opposition, aren't you? Yes, bang a loco on it. What's the fastest thing we've got in the drawer? Why, it's a John Bull. Okay, well, I'll buy one. Thank you. Yeah. Purchase. Trot on. Right, okay, good. So that's that. That's going to make a little bit of money. I don't know how much cash we're going to get out of Tours, but Poitiers, as soon as I've got 80k, we need to put a maintenance shed in there. Make a mental note. Buy a maintenance shed. It's kind of important. It's going to help you out. Don't be afraid of it. Oh, hold on. What is this? This is the Dunham that you said you were going to buy. Right, purchase it.
Just look at this fancy new valve timer. Magnificent.
Yeah, isn't it though? Right. Okay. What do we got? What do we got next on the list? Oh, look at that! That's shiny. Now I need another 3 to grab that. This is the Jarvis, which is a little bit quicker and climbs well. Well, based on how I build track, that's probably a good idea. But then you've got seat upholstery, which increases the number of passengers. Oh yes. You require an unlocked neighbour for this area. Oh, I see. I've got to unlock that one. So I think we might go this way with our subsequent investments. What's going on here? Oh, there you go. Engine shed. That's the new one. Good. Excellent. I feel thrilled to be a part of it, and I've got enough money to put an engine shed here in Poitiers. Poitiers. Yes. No, that's the town. I want the station. Get off. We're also going to need a sanding rack and water replenishment doodah along the line here somewhere. So let's put a maintenance building on that. Thank you. 80,000 francs. Worth every penny, probably. Building and construction. Supply tower 30 large. Okay, well, hang on. We're making money slowly, but we're making it. Now the question is, where do I want to put my first new loco? And I suspect it is going to be this route that I bang the loco on. Because doing so might just stick it to the opposition. What are you running there? Can I interrogate his train? Or am I expected to know what it is just by looking at it? I imagine it's that. Actually, that's quite old school. And also, that's freight. Okay, if that's a freight train, then that's less to be concerned about, I suppose. Yes, it rather is. However, this is a passenger. Look at the length of this passenger train. And it's also running one of those slow jobs. And it is a slow job, so you know, we've got some opportunity there. We've got a bit more research in. How much do we actually need? 200, 300 of those two. Do we want the freight? Yeah, I think well, maybe. Live animals we're not really into. Cheaper tunnels, boring. I'm not going to build that many tunnels, and while tunnels are expensive, I'm genuinely not going to build very many of them. So I probably won't bother. Right, let's put the supply tower on here. Otherwise, we'll be. Oh, right. What? You want it there, or it is there? Am I looking in the wrong place? Is this even my track? Where am I? Right, let's fling this. Do we want to stick it here? Yeah, we'll stick it right there. That's more money that I can't spend on anything fun, but. It's okay. We're making money really quickly.
Informed me that you need
Stop
to
stealing my
clean up your
stuff.
research department.
You
Those secret
flaming,
construction plans
pilfering
are lying all
wizards.
over the place.
Can't trust them, wizards or pilferers. Although everything here, look at that. We've brought some passengers and some goodies at the same time. Well, that's going to be splendid. Pay me the monies. Go on, tell me how much I'm going to get. Is it lots? Is it lots of money that you're going to give me? 17k. Respectable. Right, I'm going to upgrade this right now. You're being serviced. I can't remember. What's the upgrade train button? It must surely be around here somewhere. It's loading up with pork pies and suitcases. Which is grand. Actually, quite a lot of suitcases at that. So that's good. So it's got a good chunk of passengers on there, which will be incredibly helpful. Although we've got, I mean, Cheeky Baggage is right next to us here with a ruddy great station. So it's not like we're serving anyone out of the ordinary. Let's go and have a quick look at the John Bull to see if it is, in fact, it is a different loco. What would be good would be able to get a drag race going between me and my neighbour. If we pull up the train list, what now? France Voyage at full steam. The Jarvis hits 56. They beat me to it by nicking it off me. Peasants. Right, Paris Tour. Yeah. What I want from you is an upgrade. No. Manage train. New train. I want to manage train then, I suppose. Manage it. Click on this to buy a different locomotive. That's the Dunham. And she's using a Jarvis. Well, looks a mercy. Yeah, replace that. It's going to cost me 3k. Worth it. Thank you. Right, jolly good. Do we want to stick a bandit protection man on there? No. Honestly, we don't. We're quite comfortable with that. Now then, let's see if there is a target of opportunity. We've got... What's coming out here? Is that cotton? It's very hard to tell. Girard Farm sells... It's silk. Okay. It's currently doing everything by coach. Who actually accepts silk? There will be a button, I'm sure of it. Flow of goods. Yes. Right. You are... grain. We want silk. Where are you taking it there, Tiger? Because if you were to show me where, in fact, you were distributing your silk to, I could set you up a lovely train track to make that happen. Where's it going? How would one know from here? I'm sure that that some kind of educational tooltip would give me a modicum of... Hold on, there's arrows. Arrows. Let's have a look. We'll follow this one until we follow it to the end. And it will go... It's either a producer or it's a recipient. It's flipping miles away. It's a producer. Okay. So where would one find a recipient? Or is it a case of I need to build an industry? I'm going to need to build an industry somewhere. Right. So we could... Now, Poitiers here is already reasonably well developed. Probably thanks, in part at least, to Matey Boy sending quite a lot of good stuff up the line. However, down here, is this Limoges or is it somewhere else? Thanks, I'm done with that. Yeah, it is. It's Limoges. So we've got the private owner of a bakery. Really? Who owns that? Someone private. Oh, good. So we could always start out by, because obviously the more stuff you deliver somewhere, the more likely it is to grow. We could grow that and then buy... Oh, it's easy, isn't it? This is an absolute easy decision ever. Easiest decision ever. Right, okay, we're off to the construction yard again. I've already got 150 grand in the bank, look. That's because I'm wonderful. Now, don't do that. Just cancel that for a minute. We're going to need to build a station first. A small train station out here at Uncle Matey Boy's farmhouse and garage. No? What's your dilemma here? Well, you were building straight over my farmland, you wazzock. Going, all right, sorry, Luke, and your estate. That was an oversight on my part. Right, let's drag this around a bit and see what we can get price-wise. Low 30s. Low 30s, we'll take low 30s. Thank you very much. And then onwards, upwards, and sideways at the same time. Over here. Yeah. Total price to you, Gov, 61k. Hold everything. We can do it for less than that. Do that one. Pick it up again. Do this one. 60k, Gov. Still same price. All right, fine. Fine. It is what it is. I bet Limoges isn't equipped with a flipping engine shed, though, is it? Are you equipped with an engine shed? No. Oh, bum. Okay, well, you know, we've muscled through that situation before. Let's muscle through it again. And I've got 2 stars worth of research here. You are a steep little climber, is the Jarvis. However, you do live animals. Nah, just not. No, not even slightly bothered. Don't want to build extra tunnels. The North America is, well, it's kind of past it. Don't shut it down. We're not done yet. We'll take, well, we're going to have to take that one. Yep.
Choo. Excuse me. I got a bit carried away there.
Oh, silence yourself. And then over here, we will grab the seats when they become Sorry, I keep clicking right click to try and drag it along. And then we're going to want one here as well. Now, I think... What's the reindeer capable of? Okay, a reindeer's all right. However, Le Continent, and that's a mover. That is, if we can get to that quickly, in which case I need 2 more. That's 100. I'll buy another thing that's 100, and we'll get it in the bank as quickly as possible. Right, we're going to want to put a train on here, so we're going to go new route, which is, I suppose, a new train. Right, from Limoges, yes, to the Luke Estate. The following applies to all train stations. The larger station, the shorter the loading and unloading times will be, the more rail tracks will be available. Thank you. Good details there. I feel fulfilled now that I know that. And then, yeah, save that. Bung a train on it. Do we need to worry about things like tractive effort and what tractive power on the Jarvis is belting? You'll do nicely, pal. Yeah, loving your work. And then we'll just finish Limoges off with an engine shed, and that should make it somewhat chipper. You are now somewhat chipper. Congratulations. You're going to need a sanding box yard type thing. So we'll fling one of them on as well. 30,000. What are we at? 16. Details. All right. Stop building. We're going to need to wave some money. But that's going to be a nice little... I mean, basically, at the current time, what I really need to be doing is simply more of it and faster. I'm being shown the short end of the stick by my opponents. There we go. We've got 1 point. Go. Yep. Want that. Thank you. Short stick end. Opponents by. I'm being. Will you silence yourself, man? I'm talking. It's rude to interrupt. I'm endeavouring to inform the nice ladies and gentlemen as to what my scheme and caper are, and all you seem capable of doing is interrupting me at every moment. I'm displeased. Would you fit there? Because you can do 2 birds with 1 stone. No, I guess not. In which case, let's fling it out about here. I mean, that's as good as needed. Anyway, making plenty of cash. Whoa, what now? Transport Central extends network. 8 stations currently occupied. Who's Transport Central then? Because I thought I was languishing. Company. No. Well, how are we doing? 7. We've done that one. Good. I set out to accomplish something and have done.
My spy informed me that you need to
You just
urgently
nicked.
clean
I
up your
only just researched
department.
that. Right,
Those
I'm going to need
secret
to.
Construction plans are lying all over the place.
Oi, gloater. Because I tell you what, missus, I've got 10% of your gaff already. I'm going to be buying some more. Oh, that's the number of trains, not the number of connections. Mineral oil requires the oh, flipping heck, I can't afford that either. Right, she's got 14 trains. I've got 17, 28. And I'm short on route length as well. But while they're hemorrhaging cash over getting the research, then that's all perfectly viable. I should probably buy my own stock. Just to ensure I can't buy my own stock. It is 100% in the public domain. All right, well, you might just have to get over it then for the time being. What's the raw material price now? It's rebounding, but not by a lot. We want to look at that again in a bit, or just sell it now and write it off as a bad job. But hold your nerve, man. It's not going anywhere. You're still making some cash. Right. What have you got? Train personnel, office personnel. Some kind of, what are you capable of here, mediator? Identifies defects in objects being auctioned, subsequently reduces the price of your next successful auction by 25%. No, I'm going to be investing all of my cash right now into other stuff. France Voyage, Le Continent. She's bought The Continent. It's because she nicked that flipping seating plan. Oh, I'm vexed. Poitier's grown. Right, okay, in that case, let's go in and nothing happens. Needs level 3. All right, okay, well, we can hang on in there until then, and then we need to build something that makes use of, well, unless we've got anywhere else nearby. If a farm or mine expands, the share price will also increase for this category. And that category is meat ownership. Clicking on it accomplishes very little, but, oh, hold on, what we've got here? Buy industry. Would you like to start an auction to buy the meat industry for 1,000,000 francs? No. No, someone else can do it. What here? Demand for something is something. Right you are. Say again. The demand for imported good pastries has been reduced as the maximum level has been achieved. Okay, got it. Right, fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. No. Everybody stop panicking. Right, we've got the seagull quarry, where you get your seagulls from. We've got the burger farm, where you get the burgers from. And then over here, you've got, the Laurent Salt Works, where you get Laurent from. Then you've got some milk. Okay, well, and then you've got some, what's this? The burger drill hole. Excellent. Over here, you've got the Garnier farm, which I imagine is wine. And then the Desmarais farm, which looks like, I don't know, what's that? Lavender? What do you do here? What's it is lavender. Oh, okay. All right. Well, my knowledge of flora clearly not letting me down there. Bayonne, what have you actually got interest in other than grain? More grain. All right, thanks. What can I do for you to potentially make all of us rich? Well, I say all of us. I mean me. What can I do to make me richer? Well, we could double track up a bit of the Bordeaux to, in fact, that's a smart move. The Bordeaux to Limoges line. If we double track the middle section of that, apply some clever doodah. Do you mean signals? Yes, I do. Apply some clever signals to that. Stick something swift on it. There you go. And then we'll do the other. You should have started by doing this, shouldn't you? It's not going to let you do it. Oh, hold on. You might be able to... Yeah, you go. You can wiggle that on. Right. How much? 38k. All right, fine. If it allows me to stick another train on it, it's worth it. Stick signals on here. You are going to sit there, right like that. And I want you to be a... what do we need here? Shift? No. Change signal direction? No. Construct a stop signal? No. I want you to be a one-way only. Maybe it's that one. It wasn't. It wasn't that one. Okay, well, then either way, you've got to fling one up this end. See if you can figure it out this time. Oh, there's a mouse wheel element involved in this, isn't there? There you go. Right, like that. No. No, that's not what I wanted. Click on the signal again. You. Come here. Oi. You. No. Bulldozer. What? Bulldozer. An animated something. Bulldozed. Hooray. Thanks, good. Yeah, I know how it works, mate. I've kind of built a channel around the notion of bulldozing stuff, you know. I do it routinely. Right, this, like that. No, it needs to be on the other side. The track, which is where the mouse wheel bit comes in. Change direction. It's only been a week since I last did this. There you go. That's what I was after. Right, so then that can fling itself up that way. And then we stick another one on here. Oh, it is auto-signaling, look. Ha, okay. Things you did not notice previously. All right, and then get rid of this clown here. It's not auto-signaling. Those are the signals you built before you muppet. Right, do that. No, shift that. Yes. And then hold that like so and go click. Good. Right, there's a relief for all of us. Because that's now agitated. Right, okay, good. Let this idiot clear out of the way. You clear out of the way. And then it can come down the right side. And then we'll buy another one. So I want you, and I want to clone it. There is, I believe, a clone train button, which is here. You're not going to be a John Bull. Oh, I'll tell you what. Be a John Bull. Bordeaux Limoges. And then we'll manage this train. And we'll buy the Jarvis. Jarvis it one time. Yes. Oh, it makes a little chuffy chuff noise, which is kind of what you'd expect. Train list, please, all of them. Bordeaux Limoges 2, or 2, I suppose. Let's also then go talk to the train, because the hand ain't listening. And Thomas was a very bad engine. Eat this. Yes. Right, now then, between those two clowns, they should rattle up a fair chunk of change, I'll warrant. I've got 100k in the bank, and it's the end of the episode, which is excellent. We need another 100 pointer. Is there a 100 pointer? Yeah, buy the cheap tunnels thing. There we go. And then 2 more. Bandit. I can buy a bandit. Hold everything, everybody. This is important. Jace is a headhunter. What do? Poaches an employee from one of your competitors. Okay. And you takes over a competitor's train and either robs the passengers or steals the mail. Naughty. I like it. Yes, please. What should happen? Who should be attacked? Flippin' Von Pump. Place of sabotage. Ooh, let's go to Dijon and rob that thing. Yeah, because then you're going to regret it. I've no idea if Dijon's a good place to rob everyone or not, but that's what we're going to do. We'll get them robbed, and then I'll wrap this up and we'll be on our way. We'll just wait for the notification to come in. And then I can talk to her and go, but you did not expect us to steal all your things. Which is how they sound frequently. We can stick a security guard on a train. Nah, I'm not that bothered. Are we rolling here? Yes, good. Come on, I want to see the news report on me burglarising that lady. because then I can take some degree of accomplishment from anything at all. And that will be a satisfactory conclusion to the day's proceedings. 16,000, that's not much. Still, we are making the bucks. Alright, while we wait, I'm going to go buy more of her stock. Just basically keep the pressure on is the idea here. 5% is going to cost me 199. It's getting quite pricey though, isn't it? Now, I could always sell them back and do a massive expansion, but I want to knock her out of the caper entirely. And maybe the smart thing to do is not to fling all of my readies straight at... Alright, okay. Forget the smart thing to do then. Auctioneer. What does the auctioneer give me? Trained personnel. Isaac Ramirez is dynamic. Rather like myself. An auctioneer is going to do something glorious as far as auctions are concerned. Will enable you to start an auction for a rural business or factory that might even belong to one of the competitors. Yeah, good times. Well, I mean, that might be worth exploring in the future. I guess we're just going to have to wait for the raid to be conducted. I have been Colonel Failure, and this is Railway Empire, Vive la France, and so forth. Next time, well, I think we'll do exactly the same thing again. To be honest, we'll look up the objectives list, try and do one of them, and then do our best to continue expanding. But I need to put my foot down a little bit because I'm getting left behind. Anyway, subscribe if you want to keep up with this series, and I'll be back very soon with another one. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Now, I appreciate that I could quite easily turn on the ability to pause the game in the menu there. It is there as an option, but I'm not going to. I prefer to just muscle through with this and see how we get on. But it's definitely a game that rewards those who already understand how to play it, unlike myself, who is largely buffooning my way through and figuring it out as I go. I've got a reasonable grip on things, but I know I'm not doing things especially effectively. I'm just going to try and brute force my way to some kind of victory, probably, or until I'm eliminated by the filth. We'll see which happens first. Anyway, you're going to want to stick around for that, so as mentioned, subscribe, because, you know, I'm a YouTube channel personage, and therefore that's the thing I have to say. It's in the contract. They don't let you run a channel unless you agree to say, press the like button. Oh, I didn't say that. Press the like button, there you go, and tell people to subscribe every 30 seconds.
You sent bandits after my trains? Remember, you reap what you sow.